Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 16th. The market just closed literally moments ago. Nice bounce. We came off that 61. We were in this nice buy configuration that developed, all the way back here at the beginning. Had a little bit of pausing, but once it crossed over, that was the final right above that 50%, and boom, we've taken off since then. Almost positive check out here. Should be able to move into that pretty easily. Now we have the ABM gold at the 29.90 level that really gives us a flex point short below and maintaining long above. I mean, the expectation here is that they're going to try and push back towards this 100% mark that took place in the middle of September. Everything is heading in that direction. We do see cyan peaking up here. Now, that's going to really require a significant short-term buyer breakdown, though, to cross below it, with steel coming up to give us a strong weak signal. So at that particular point, we'll deal with it then. But for now, you've got breaking into the new zone with the red DOC, and that should be enough to give it some momentum going through. NASDAQ has been much stronger. It already had broken past that 7.5 range and was already positive from a shakeout standpoint. So much more strength from the technologies. And of course, a lot of positive news from Brexit. The euro was suffering early, and then as soon as they mentioned the deal was getting real close, which we've heard this a million times, but it bolsters where they want to see the euro kind of get back to, but it still has to break that 50% mark. Otherwise, it's going to have some difficulties. Now, could potentially see steel drop below cyan, orange above, and that would be definitely a weak signal to begin a new round of potentially shorting the euro. Because if that deal doesn't get, and we're talking about close, it's not the end of the month, it's got to happen well before then in order for votes and things to take place. So the deadline's a lot sooner than people really think. Oil's still stuck in that same range, which is an indication that things are just moving along. Yet to see if there's going to be any significant impact from the political thing with the impeachment thing taking weird, strange turns. I don't know that many people have confidence that that's really going to be the major down drag that some thought it might be. But even if it causes a few people to stop doing normal behavior, that could have some lasting economic impact. And gold not going anywhere because there's no real justification, because nothing internationally is happening escalation-wise. Easy configuration here. We ended up with the buy that started early on, and boom, and even when the DOC spread came in here, you get steel below red. It's me an opportunity to just look for the early part of weakness to start thinking about buy opportunities, and that started once we got down to about the 50% range here. We started to get flattening of the DOC red, and that was an indication that we were probably going to get a turnaround momentum. So I was using that as kind of a buffer point to add into positions for long, and sure enough, it broke out from there. Once it took past the 77 resistance from that previous algo, next one wasn't all the way up here until the mid 90 level, which had been there a while, the 94 that we'd had. And so fast forwarding, even when we got the breaks again, we still had steel coming from, so you knew it was just going to be short-lived dips, which was perfect right to the 94. So I had shorted when we first got the indication, right at the ABM yellow, knew that it was going to come right there, so cleared off the longs, took a little teeny short, then bought back into it again, expecting to reach the highs again, which is exactly what it did. And then again, took another little brief short when we were right up at the 100% range, as it was going to continue to look soft. We had these resets with the steel moving back above red, ending kind of that bull run. But typically these tend to end towards the upside of the day. Wasn't looking for much more than just to return back to that 94 range. Actually, I stayed above that around 95, 50, full point above where that was, just in case. Did actually make it all the way down there. It's all right. And now we're just kind of in an in-between zone. It's got to absorb some of this move before anything else can happen. But, from the 50K standpoint that we were talking about on the Skype chat, It caught it from that, well, it sold out from the original little weakness signal that developed once the shakeout had reset and started the Mobot again, and also 10 points higher. I think that was down at the 70 range, and then it bought again 80s. So, well, it's okay for now. This is going to have to break out because even on weakness, the way it's set up, it's unlikely that it would be able to get out of that 80 position before broke below the break even on it, but the 71 probably a pretty decent chance that that would still collect a return. So this is one of those where I use that 50K as an opportunity to use intraday. And so we'll be seeing intraday shorts long before the 50K actually breaks down and keeps it easy. So this was a nice day. Again, the volatility range has been beautiful. It's just a matter of going with the signal and not being afraid of them. Just keep doing that, and all's good. As always, though, I will update charts with anything relevant. Trade well. We'll talk to you later.